Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the LA Chargers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a big six and a Charger TD.
It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there, because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. 9 and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, where the ball's arriving and there's a defender there. He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Herbert now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Hey, Ron.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Safe break. Hey, kill. 11.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, I'm gun. Go. 11.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and have to put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Play action. It's Herbert on the move to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Boyles. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw is on target to Duvernay. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
13, Luke. Silver.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Here's Herbert.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
A big play there for L.A.
41 yards. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to not get away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Breaks a tackle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Out of the gun, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Ram. 59.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Hey, Jupiter.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. It's deep for Duvernay. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Easy. Read him, 24. Read 24.
On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. ETN up the middle. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Easy. Route.
Here's Lawrence, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, So they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. He juked him. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Try and throw for it with Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Herbert on 1st down now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in.
They've got his man, complete. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Think right open. Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run with Gibbs. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Herbert changing things up. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Gibbs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! Chargers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score, Chargers 51, Jaguars 27.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Herbert now on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lawrence will throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll get this down to the 38.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Sink right. 11, again. 13, Luke.
They go play action with Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's deep for Duvernay. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take the quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On Hubbard, his 3rd interception. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, Duke, sink right.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Here's Herbert. Connects with Kittle underneath. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off play action. Gibbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Herbert back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game.